Georgia's homelessness crisis has wide-ranging impacts, and this afternoon, family and loved ones of those who have died outdoors met at a church downtown for a solidarity and prayer vigil. Georgina Fernandez was at the No More Death event and joins us now with how people are bringing healing to those suffering from crisis.
A place to grieve and advocate. That is what the Vigil was about on Saturday, as dozens came out to remember all the lives that were lost last year. Inside the First United Methodist Anchorage Church. The names of more than 50 people who've died outside, read amongst a crowd of people praying for healing and an end to the city's homelessness crisis.
66-year-old Virginia Bobby.
Organizers rang a bell and lit a candle to remember each person who died.
We all know someone who has lived on the street.
The Anchorage Police Department reported 51 outdoor deaths last year in the city. Most of those, the agency says, happened between April and July. Behind the numbers are names of loved ones, community members, and people who have died on the streets.
2 of my sisters lived on the streets of Anchorage, 2 of them.
It's a stat that hits close to home for Val Davison, who lost both her sisters to homelessness.
I remember when they were both on the streets, how terrifying it would be when we would hear on the news that there was a Jane Doe who had died.
Davison was among dozens mourning and remembering.
It's horrible. It's so heartbreaking, and it should never happen again.
Vigil organizers say they hear those cries as they give a healing space for those who've lost someone.
I spoke to a couple today who lost their son and were able to come here and find some sort of closure.
Healing, organizers say, is a starting point for advocacy and finding a solution to end the pain and suffering of homelessness.
This is a solvable problem. We can fix this. We can make it so that nobody else dies on the street.
At the end of the event, 150 helping hand bags were passed out with gear to help those experiencing homelessness. Georgina Fernandez, Alaska's news source.